Rouge alert, rouge alert, abandoned shop. This is not a daffodil. Repeat, this is not a daffodil.
健闘を祈る。
人類に栄光あれ。
人類に栄光あ
人類栄光あれ。
Share our warp stone, and I will not eat you! Yet.
Hey everybody! Hello. Hello. Happy Monday everybody. Happy Monday everyone! How are we all doing? Is everybody well? Hello Spiky at the work. Spiky at the work. How's Spike? Hello Avian. All guns number one! Catch my egg, how are you doing? Piotr, hello, how are you? Purpley Spark is in a meeting. Shirato says I'm late apparently. And Avian, hello, how are you doing? Bird. I think that this is really exciting because that's a very, very, very cool aesthetic. I like that a lot. I think that's absolutely perfect. And if all the orcs look like that, when they get their revamp, when they get their re-release, when they get their new cool shit, that's going to be awesome. I'm very glad they went away from the weird squig beast orc things that they did, because this looks awesome. This looks so cool, so much better. How is everybody doing? Is everybody having a good day? Is everybody having a good day? Not Drakari, so I don't super scare. You're not super scared about that? Super scared about orcs. Shirato is not super scared about orcs because he is Drakari. And now he doesn't care about the orcs either. He doesn't care about the orcs, nor is he scared about the orcs. Scared or care. Neither both, all at once, all the time, everywhere. Everywhere. How's your week going, Shirato? Yeah, sorry we're a little bit late today. I've been rushing around doing lots of other stuff. Lots of other bits and bobs, emailing some people. Getting some prints sorted. Getting some returns sorted. Going to the post office and things. So, yeah, how is everybody doing? I think that looks really cool. And then this guy, how cool is this thing? Combat Patrol, Iron Warriors and Heavily Armoured. Oh, I've not seen this either. Sad draw in Blood Bowl League, but a very solid win in Trench Crusade. Nice. Trench Crusade. Solid win in Trench Crusade is always good. Always good. So there's loads of interesting articles today actually, because there's a bit of basing material that they've released as well. Look, there's a new bit of Horus Heresy basing material, which is rather interesting. He's got 6 eyes. He's got 6 eyes. Piotr is tired from school. Yeah, that's an interesting. Let's say that's an interesting character. Interesting sculpt. But he's coming out with a book with the model that goes with it, which is quite cool. So last night built the body of an Explorator Land Raider and put the tracks on the Spartan. Nice! Where is my Spartan? I think my Spartan's next door. What should I? When's the painting start? I haven't seen this sculpt in players' hands yet. No, this one. Well, this one's been revealed today, so this one won't be. You won't see this one in players' hands for a while. If you mean when's my painting starting, once we've kind of caught up on the news from Warhammer Community, I'll paint some more of the lion. This is a new model. Yeah, it's been revealed today. New Wordbearers novel, The Crimson Apostle, announced. It's an interesting one. It's an interesting one. Yeah, Mr. Wordbearer. What do we think? He's alright. You also found a fourth saber. I still haven't got one. I still haven't got one yet. I will get round to it. I will get round to it. And also because Mr. One Stop is going to. The thumbnail says the lion. I want to see him. Munin Rob on YouTube is insistent. Yep. There you go. See if I can do 4 tombs. 4 tombs? You're doing 4 tombs? See if I can do 4 tombs. So yeah, that's the line. That's what we're going to be painting up. We'll paint a bit more of that. Paint a bit more of him. We also have some TIE interceptors. So they've been printed, so they can get a little bit of painting, a little bit more painting going on those. Sai? Right, what's that combat patrol? How's everybody's day going? Is everybody having a good day so far? Everybody having an adequate Monday? Is Monday being adequately okay? Choom is the noise of the Volkite. Oh, is it? Oh, hang on. Yeah, I vaguely remember you sending me a meme that said Choom or something on like a cartoon comic book firing thing. Iron Warriors. Is there anything new in there? There's not the new Iron Warriors, dude, is there? It's just a Warpsmith, some Havocs, some Terminators. Fucking hell, that's quite a lot. That's a lot for a combat patrol, isn't it? Havocs, Terminators, Legionnaires, and a Warpsmith. I hope that in 10 years I will be able to get a lion model. Nice, Piotr. Yes, yes, you will. What on earth? Eye of Terror Battalion, Sons of Dawn. What? So you can just get... You can buy a bot... You can buy a box with 2 tanks and 2 dreadnoughts. I mean, somebody's going to be excited about that. Oh my word. What are they doing? What's this? Ceramite Sentinels detachment. And then the AdMech get another detachment, I'm guessing. So you can... Yeah. Imperial Knights. There's that Imperial Knights box again. Okay, cool. Cool. But we do get this. Some much better sculpt than I expected. Normally they use high-end modelers to make crap models look good in pictures. What? Normally they use high-end modelers to make crap models look good in pictures. Normally who? Who normally does that? Reveal. Give them both barrels with a new Titan. Look at this, dude. Oh, it's so good. It's so cool. It's very top heavy. It is very top heavy though. Yo! Christine, how are you doing? This one hasn't actually got any Volkite on it, so you can't tune this one. Games Workshop oversells model quality. Ah, well, we're going to disagree about this one then, Munin Rob. Because I think Games Workshop model quality is excellent, so we're going to disagree on that one. Yeah, that's quite cool. That's quite cool. You're good. You're cold, but you're good. Oh no. Oh, why is chat not working? Why is chat not working? Hang on. Why is the chat not working? Is it working now? Error 404. Yay, it's working now. There we go. So you can keep up with the chat now. If you see a purple icon, it is Twitch. If you see the red icon, it's somebody from YouTube. Piotr, that is a huge tank. It is indeed. And it also comes with a Journal Tactica. Mailed Fist, Legions Astartes super heavy tanks. I got so excited that that it was a discount on Gladiators, and then I saw they were Executioners. Oh, in the 40k one, yeah. That is insane. That's insanity. Why would you, what? This is literally for those people who are playing a game with a Titan, right? Like, you wouldn't bring that, like, what's it gonna do? Kill 2 Marines a turn? The Dawn box, yeah. That's nuts. This is for like large weekend long gaming, where you're just sitting around with a drink and a pint and a pie and chatting with your friends. Can you not give it a tomb? So tomb is Volkite, isn't it? So nope, no Volkite. So you got a las cannon, you've got a whatever that is. What is that? Is that an auto cannon? Doesn't look like an auto cannon. What's that one? And then you got a heavy bolter. Yeah, what's this one? Hey Cryo, how you doing? Pretty much, but it was available in resin. Oh, this one. That was in resin? Jesus. How many points for this monster? I've no idea. I don't know. This is a new sculpt. So you'll have to go and find it in the current rule book. It will now be called Pew Pew. I'm great. I had a lovely miniature painting event this weekend. Oh, nice. I'm very well, thank you. Yes, Cryo, I'm very well, thank you very much. I'm going to paint some Lion in a second, and then also chit-chat about Battlefleet Gothic. And Horus Heresy as well. So, it might be in the Night Killer category instead of Titan Caliber. Could be. Oh, Sextus, how are you doing, Sextus? I'll have to catch up on rest, so I'll lurk. Oh, thank you. I want to say hi. Thank you, Cryo. Thanks for dropping in and saying hello. Hope you get some rest. Hope you get some sleep. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. And then we get some Orc sneak peeks, which I'm actually quite excited about. Christine, I'll show you some Battlefleet Gothic in a second. I posted them on Patreon as well. I'm going to do a Patreon video about them.
Yeah, but we can always build more killbots.
Hey Target, how are you doing? What is this Monday? I've been busy at work and now it's snowing. Yeah, exclamation mark Patreon in chat if you want to check up on my Patreon. That's the resin tonk. Or is that just the resin version of that big one? Yeah, that's really exciting because that's really cool. That's so far removed from the crappy tank hunters, which I always reference as what is everything that was wrong with the old orcs. Well, I say old orcs, the recent old orcs, because of course the old orcs from like 2nd, 3rd, 4th edition were fantastic. So hyped for more orcs. Cookie, how you doing, dude? I'm hyped for orcs now, although I'm not a big fan of the war boss. The war boss is okay. He's all right. Is it looters? Was it looters? Was it looters I hated? Yeah, it was looters, wasn't it? It was the looters that I thought were shit. Where are they? There, looters. Utter crap. Utter crap. Yeah, the new war boss is okay, but he's no Big Mac. Like that is peak orc. That is peak orc. You're thinking Kit Bash, some more Iron Jaws. Nice. I'm going to mech everything up. I'm going to have an orc army that's just meched up like this. It's going to look amazing. It's going to look amazing. That's Instagram. There we go. Oh, fantastic. I'm not arguing you about where the gun goes, but it looks big. Oh, for the big, yeah, for the it is. I like the pivot point there as well. I like the pivot, so I go. Well, it doesn't go anywhere, does it? It's powered by all this. Isn't it a neutron? It's like a neutron blaster thing or something, isn't it? Where does it say? Where did it say? It said it was like a neutron-y thing. You know, a neutron wave cannon. It's a neutron wave cannon, which is clearly just powered by all this. So the gun probably starts here. How many weapons do you want? Yes. Exactly. 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 Munnin Rob, did your lion need shaved, sanded for nipples or mould lines? No, not really. That's orc life. No, he was pretty clean. You always need to prep everything, but no, he was pretty clean. Right, let's take him out of his base. There we go. So I do need to get some texture and everything and some finishing on that, but this is going to be cool. Okay. So first things first, we need to get some matte black so that we can start all this. That's freaking genius. What, the little tilt thing on the hopefully that claw is not for mega armor. No, it looks like the claw, hang on, where are we? It looks like the claw. Oh, maybe it is mega armor. I don't know. If it is mega armor, why do you hope it's not for mega armor? I mean, that would be cool if that was for mega armor as well. What's this down here? Is that mounted? Yeah, they're not showing away a lot, are they? They're not giving away a lot, are they? There's this big thing here. The gun would be great for mega armor. The claw does not look snippy enough. Snippy enough? I mean, I'm pretty sure if they have some claws for the mega armor, one will be really snippy and one will be crushy. Yeah, that there looks very suspiciously like it might be for a mega arm or something, because otherwise it would have an orc arm coming out of it. I like my claws to be like giant garden shears. I don't think you'll complain when you see the final model, to be honest. I think you'll be happy. They look cool. They look. Yeah, I like them. I think they look great. I think they look great. The base. That's how all the Horus Heresy stuff. This is all the Horus Heresy stuff is like this. Although to be fair, I did sculpt that base. So this base I made to fit in there, and then sculpted all the rocks around it. But you do get a base that fits. You do get a base that fits that. I just wanted to match it to all this a bit more. Same with Corvus Corax and Conrad Kurz as well. Here's Conrad Kurz, so Conrad Kurz's base goes in like that, and then has a bit that covers the back up like that. I'm now thinking more orcs. Orcs for AOS, orcs for 40k. I like my orcs to be like giant garden shears. Yeah, I've tried to do a few more bases like this so I can have, because I like display bases. Because I don't tend to play quite as much as I used to, and also I have so many models. It's nice to have like a display base for when I'm not using them. So yeah, orcs for 4. So I've got a few cool orc kits, which I will definitely add to. Not tempted by Horus Heresy. Nope, not me. I hear your complaint, Christine, and I thereby raise you Lucius. I thereby raise you a Lucius. Has so many models in it. You have so many models as well in it, Mr. Init. How are you doing, Mr. Init? I also have, which is really cool, check that out. You can no longer call me a Star Wars tourist because I have a TIE Interceptor in slightly larger than X-Wing scale. And actually, I'm definitely not a tourist because I have 2. I got 2! I got 2! And then I also have cool shit like this. And this. And this. And this. And this. I got so much! It's so cool. It's so good. It's so good. And this. So I have I've got all the original Eldar ships, because these are the ones I remember. So I've got all the original Eldar ship. And then I also have all the Eldar, like, Corsairs from Battlefleet Gothic Armada, because they also did Battlefleet Gothic Armada. So I've got some of these as well. So I'm gonna do a fleet of the other Eldar ships as well. So I want to print another one of these. So I'm going to print another one of these because these are iconic. I'm still trying to decide what colour scheme to do them. So yeah, I'm trying to decide what colour scheme. I think it'll probably include turquoise. It'll probably include turquoise at some point. Eldar ships they stole from B5. B5? Minbari, Eldari, same difference. Stop making me want a 3D printer. Elegoo are really good. Fucking pin. What Eldar faction? Just Eldar. I don't know which Eldar faction you refer to, but yeah, I mean these are. They're really cool. They're really cool little ships. I like those a lot. They're fantastic. And then I've got 2 of these, and then I added wings. Added wings to the sides of one of them. So that's what they were. This is what they were originally like. As you can see, I've primed half of it. So this is what they're supposed to be like, and then I put wings on one for a little bit of variation, which looks really cool. Babylon 5. Oh, is this what the Babylon 5 ships look like? Now, I don't know what to do next, and this is kind of why I wanted to kind of like talk to you guys. I don't know what I want to do next. Do I do Imperial, because that's like the iconic Battlefleet Gothic look, right? Because the Imperial ships look iconic. Or do I do Necrons? Do I print the Necrons? Because that will make me feel better for throwing my Necrons away. Or do I do Necrons? The Imperial ships would be cool. I'm trying to find like the big... Was it the Retributor? I'm trying to find a good 3D print for the big Retributor. I just snapped that because it wasn't quite straight. Now I can make it straight again. I have to choose between Orcs or Necrons. Why do I have to choose between Orcs or Necrons? Imperial, then Necrons. Wait, what? You got rid of Necrons? Don't. So when I left Games Workshop, I got a few things. So I got my Wood Elf army. Because when I was working at Games Workshop, you could do the lead weight thing. So you took a box down to the factory and you just filled it with stuff that you wanted, and you paid like a peanuts for it. So I went and got a huge Wood Elf army, which I then sold on eBay because I built, painted it, then stopped the hobby, so I sold it on eBay. And I also got a box of the Necron fleet, and I literally went whoosh, 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 and filled a box full of the metal Necron fleet because I like Necrons. About 10 years ago, I threw them in the bin. I was like, oh, don't need those anymore. So that's about £500 gone in the bin, plus the original Necron fleet. So I have the 3D print files for them. So I need to make myself feel better and print the Battlefleet Gothic files. Oh no, not my current Necrons. No, I've got shitloads of current Necrons which are not going anywhere. No, that's you misunderstand, Mr. Cookie. Print. I'm working on it. I emailed Elegoo today as well to see if they might be interested in sponsoring the Battlefleet Gothic project, which would be quite fun. So cross your fingers for that for me, please, everybody. But let's shall we paint some Shall we paint the lion? That would be so cool. Yes, well, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed the email gets through. Occasionally my email address, because I have a me email address. Occasionally my email address doesn't go down particularly well when it emails out to new people. So we'll see. Fingers crossed though. But that would be really cool because I do like the Elegoo stuff. Da, da, da. Oh, we need some music, don't we, before Olivia gets angry. Let's get some music on. Appropriate for Battlefleet Gothic conversations, really.
Music.
Yay! Thank you, Christine. Thank you. So what has Chris and Chat been up to? Yes, what has Chris and Chat been up to? What have you all been up to? What have you all been up to? What have I been up to? So today I cleaned up because these were... Oh, Chip! Jesus Christ, 81
Let's
months.
get this party started.
81
Press
months!
4, hello.
Dude! That's absurd! Thank you very much, dude. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very, very much. So yes, today I did the prints. I did the prints last night, so they were drying overnight because I got them out and washed them once they finished last night because I was working late last night. So these were all ready. These were all ready to be cured this morning. So I did that. I emailed about. I emailed Elegoo. I emailed Artis Opus. So Artis Opus are sending me some new brushes for Golden Demon projects, for Golden Demon stuff, for some nice high level stuff. So that's cool. I emailed Elegoo. I returned some items. Had to walk to the post office to return some stuff. I took some photos of some models which I've been working on, which I'll be able to show you in a couple of weeks. I was working, then tidied the craft room a little. Now crashed in bed. Ah, Christine is in bed. And now I then made some dinner because I did sort of promise that I would try and get a stream in today. So I then made some dinner, and now we are streaming and painting the lion. The lion. The lion. Did I see the Super Bright Fate Master? Super Bright Fate Master? Laura's been dealing with finger surgery, her dad having an insulin pump fitted, and her mum dealing with the bad anxiety side effects from the meds that she needs to keep taking. I've been doing 12 hours. Oh my word! Oh my word, Manaringo! Manaringo! Oh, the Zinch one that you painted. Yes, that I painted. Yes! Yes, I did. He's looking cool. He looks good. Are you pleased with him? Mr. Master of Fates. Master of Fates. Right, let's You enjoyed going brighter? Nice. Nice. So yeah, I printed off a load of special Battlefleet Gothic bases. So they've got the heading 90 degrees marked off on them, and then the little arrow to point forwards. And then I've got straight ones like this, which for a radar. And then I've also got hex ones like that for the Eldar. So all my Eldar will be on like little hex bases, and then everything else will be on the radar bases. Just because they had the two options, I was like, oh, the hex ones kind of match the Eldar. We are coping. It's just crazy busy. It sounds mental, dude. It sounds absolutely mental. Yeah, but that little ship is really cool. I like those little ones. Okay. Oh, that was what I wanted to do. Hang on. I wanted to get some... Where's my... Oh, and I dug out my old dice jar as well, because it's got the Battlefleet Gothic dice in it. That's my old dice jar full of all my old dice from 1999. I want... There they are. There we go. That's what I want. Scatter dice! The jam jar. There we go. That's what I want. I want some Inktense Violet. The jam jar. The jam jar of doom. Okay. So now we should be able to get some purple in recesses. No purple today, only in painting. I think she's in a meeting. Lion in black, he looks good. Thank you very much. Yeah, I wanted to do like a Crusader knight with really kind of dark metallic armour. There you are. I need to find his sword though, I've lost his sword. I don't know where his sword's gone. It's around somewhere. Did brief a member of my client's C-suite. C-suite.
Yes, I'm a gatekeeper and a hater.
Oh, it's
I'm also
Atari.
God's favourite princess and the most
Interesting girl in the world. It's Atari 2! We're really excited because it's Atari 2. Hello, Atari 2. How are you, Atari 2 2? Hello, Atari 2 2. How is Tari 2-2? Not too bad. How are you? I'm very good, thank you. Chief level direct reportees to the CEO. Oh, check you out, Manaringo. Tari 2-2, the queen of all things, has arrived. She has. The queen of everything everywhere has rocked up and has gifted us her presence. What a benevolent queen she is. What a benevolent queen indeed. What did you think to the Veronica's Untouchable? Untouched. I can't believe you hadn't heard that song before, Tari 2-2. Thought they were redoing the 30k Primarchs. Yes, they are slowly. They are slowly. This is one of the latest ones that was released, the Lion. But he still shows a little kind of hand-sculpted age to him. Why am I painting this dork? Because Sexy Science Hannah wants to know about painting metallics. So I thought this guy would be a good demonstration, and then also he can start off my my Dark Angels for Horus Heresy. You've got to start the Dark Angels for Horus Heresy somewhere. So I thought, may as well start with the Primarch.
All hail and Huggltari II, High Empress of all the stuff, God's favorite princess, ruler of all the castles ever built, wielder of the nuclear ban hammer, painter extraordinaire, super duper nice person and artillery for Trench Crusade.
The
Fuck.
well-timed nuclear ban hammer, thank you very much. The very, very well-timed nuclear ban hammer. The I'm not taking any shit nuclear ban hammer. Tari Tutu. Hello, hello. Welcome into the chat. Oh my, the tongue was cut. Oh no, have we found the limit of limit of Olivia? So I do want to try. I do want to try some of the metallics that I never use to see if I can get some true metallic going in a way I haven't done before. So are you back, Purply Purples? Oh, limited. We did find the limit indeed. I did enjoy wielding the banhammer. Yay, my meeting is over. Yay! Welcome to the best Twitch chat on Twitch. Welcome to the best Twitch chat on Twitch. Best Twitch chat on Twitch. Hog and Pin, a dude who came in here to promote another channel. Oh, the banhammer, yeah. One absolute rookie. Oh, Purples, I share the Potatoes Blue Sky on another Trad Artist Discord. I figured you wouldn't mind. Nice. Yeah, definitely.
Christopher, I know you put on the music without me having to bully you, but
Yeah.
now it's time for some Discord shenanigans, potatoes, gallery, etc.
Okay, give me a sec. Give me a sec. Can't please Olivia. She's always got something to shout at you about. Being Australian and stuff. If you've got any work you've done over the weekend, throw it in the stream gallery. then once we've finished this glazing, then we can really start pushing the contrast. I'm going to try and get some bright silvers in here. You were kind of expecting it to be Toby who got banned. Amazing, amazing. Okay. Purples is very excited to be showing off Stream Gallery because she's done Darth Maul. How cool's Darth Maul? The least this person could have done is ask Chris first. If it's for charity or something, it would be allowed if the streamer was alright with it, but how it was done was just shit. My lord! My lord Darth Maul! He's awesome. He is awesome! So he's got robotic legs, right? Because he's got cut in half. See, I know my Star Wars lore. I know my Star Wars lore. Super cool. It's nicely done, Perps. That's nicely done. That is very, very cool. Now, this is all the Carnivale stuff, which is interesting because it's a low volume production run, and these are resin casts of 3D prints, I believe. But I think they look pretty good. Obviously, they've got flash and a little bit of cleanup to go on, but the detail looks good, and the detail looks crisp as well, which is the difference with Finecast. Finecast never had any kind of crisp detail, although, having said that, Finecast was also designed to cast molds of models which didn't have particularly good detail because they were hand sculpted in the 90s. So Failcast had its downsides and it had its limitations anyway, but these actually, they look alright. I mean, yes, you're going to have to straighten out axes, or maybe cut the axe off and pin it and put a new axe on or something, but I mean, his face looks pretty good. Have you got a separate picture of that one? No. Oh wow, there's loads. So yeah, his face looks pretty good. Like, all this detail looks really good. All the armor trim and everything. So I think the detail's there. I think the resin looks hard as well. I know that's really difficult to spot from a picture, but the resin looks like it's a good hard resin, unlike Finecast, which was a very soft resin because it had to be to work in the molds that it was using. Oh, it's really soft resin actually. Okay, well, that's a shame. What would you do, knowing the quality of these now? Are you kind of happy to keep with them, or are you gonna try and buy the ones on My Manufacturing and print them yourself? Because that looks really good. And then if we go and have a look at some of the other ones, because I am going to print some Carnivale stuff because I think it looks really good, and it's going to be, I've got that up on my other screen. It's just the top the top bit of my Instagram, and that's just the web page that's open. So I've got Fuima looking at me on my other monitor. Yeah. What are you going to do? What are you thinking? Now that I have those, I'll do that. I'll do with them, but I'll still check my mini factory. Okay. Yeah, like that's a really nice model. That looks really cool. You would never get that detail on Finecast, so that looks really good, and that looks straight. So the thing with me that I'm curious about is whether these exist on my mini factory, because I don't think they do. And she looks awesome as well. I want her, obviously. So I'm curious to know whether the My Mini Factory thing is going to be like slowly updated with all of the full range of models. Because if that's the case, then I don't think there's any real reason to pick up any of these, as long as they're going to be printable. I think you'll only find models that are not available to buy direct from them. So all the stuff that you can buy from them is not available on there. Well, that's a shame, because that a couple of those assassins are really cool. So like you wouldn't be able to get any of these models on My Mini Factory. Right, on the lurk. As far as I know, no. See you later, Manaringo. But maybe in the future, who knows? See, that's the thing I'm kind of holding out for. Because they have these files. Because these are resin versions of 3D prints, aren't they? As far as I know. Well, maybe they're not. Nice to catch a bit of stream. Thank you, Manaringo. Nice to see you as well, dude. Yeah, she's cool as well, look. Oh, I need to do a lurk emote, don't I? I need to do a lurk emote. Maybe I'll do a lurk alien emote. Yeah, let's have I'm curious to see what these end up looking like though, because they do look really cool, purples. Where's the pusscat? Find the pusscat. I can see like an orange blanket and an orange strap. Where's the pusscat? Hey Only Talks, how you doing? First time here, randomly found your stream, glad I did, was needing some people chill thing to listen to. Nice one, thank you very much, how you doing? The Void Kitty. Oh, hi Poe. She's getting very atmospheric, isn't she? She's getting very atmospheric. Tiny head, long rest of cat. Oh. Oh. Just want to scritch his head. Just want to scritch his head. Hi. This is Zeb, right? Is that right? Zeb or Zep? Zeb. Super cute. Super cool. I love the lines. It's like she's got a big mane. Did we get the Danger Belly? The Danger Belly? Do you know what breed these are, purples? Like, is there any way of finding that out? I'm guessing there's not really. Short for Garazeb. Tato does have a big mane. Clone cats. I could have their DNA tested against, I guess. Alley cat. They're big, the big awesome alley cats. Is that Moo Moo? Leo the lion. Leo the lion. Fantastic. I've got to stop scrolling because I'll just keep scrolling the Puscats. Anybody else got any updates? Anybody else got any updates? It's a Tari princess cat. Tari's got a void kitty as well. This is Dave. Alright, Dave. Hello, Dave. He's got that look about him, hasn't he? He looks like a Dave. Dave is not here, man.
Gordon Bennett. He's dead, Dave. Everybody is dead.
Everybody is dead, Dave. You got 2 void kitties. 2 void kitties. Look at that. What's the other one called? You got this one's Dave. What's the what's other void kitty called? Hi, Dave. Momo as well. Should be Lister, but no. So we got Dave and Momo, and Moo Moo and Leo. Dave is a chonker. He's 5.5 kilograms. That's like bicep curl territory. That's bicep curl territory. Right. So what we need is that. This is the plan. This is the plan. The plan is this is the plan. This is the way. This is the plan. Yeah, what do we think? Should I do Imperial next? I kind of think I should do Imperial next, right? Because that's iconic. I've no idea what colour to paint them. Because Raven Guard being black. I suppose you could do it like Thanks, Hook and Pin. Thank you for the bits. Thank you for the bits. Thank you for the sound alert.
Imperial ships. Do orcs next.
Do orcs? Why orcs? I've got a few orcs. Do you want to see the orc ships I've got, and then you can pick? Do you want to see the orc ships? I can show you some orc ships. Because green is best. I did have orcs when Battlefleet Gothic was originally out, so I had quite a lot, to be fair, because it was a really cool game. I had Imperial, I had the Retribution big battleship when that came out, because I got that on a staff discount when it came out. So I had Imperial, I had Chaos, I had Orcs, I had Necrons, I didn't have Eldar actually. I didn't have Eldar. And I painted Tau for the catalogue. For the catalogue, just before everybody gets cross, I painted Tau for the catalogue. I didn't paint it for me. So if you go to the Battlefleet Gothic catalogue, then those ships were painted by me. At least I think they were Tau. I don't think they were Space Marine ones. Painted them white and blue. Right, 3D prints, Battlefleet Gothic, Orcs. So I have that one. I got that one.
OMG, Christopher has a Tau Battlefleet army.
No.
Well.
No. I painted the Tau ships for the catalogue when we did the catalogue. Nothing to do with me having Tau ships. Oh no, that's the base. What's all this? Hull. There we go. Proud.
For the catalogue equals, they are in my garage tongue.
No, I haven't got any. I haven't got any Battlefleet Gothic left. They all got thrown away. That's a light cruiser. That's another one, and then the last one. That one. Oh no, I've got one more. Ravager. There we go. So that's all the ones I've got. Let's just move this out of the way so I can see you. I threw them up. Yeah, I threw. You know. That's why I want to do the Necrons. So I've got that one, which is insane. I've got this one. There we go. Got that one. Need to get rid of that base. Bye base. I've got a tiny little one. I've got a teeny tiny little one. Look how teeny tiny the little one is. That's very small. That's definitely not that. Definitely should be bigger than 4mm. Let's make it 16. There we go. Okay, so this is all the orc ones I've got. Let's repair those so they're no longer red. There we go. So that's all the orc ships I've got. So there's not many. Don't have many. I'm sure there are some more out there. This thing's nuts though. That's insane. Good luck printing that one, Chris. Good luck printing that one. Jesus Christ. How am I supposed to print that? All the little guns on this. That's going to be a friggin' nightmare. Okay. Do I have the Vengeful Spirit? Or the Eisenstein? I don't think. Hang on, let me see if. I don't know whether they ever have models. That would be really cool, though, wouldn't it? Have a Chaos Fleet with a Vengeful Spirit. See if anybody's done a. So is as close as I can get to the Vengeful Spirit. That looks pretty fucking cool, to be fair. That looks pretty fucking cool, to be fair. Is Wade Price still lead writer? Lead writer where? Lead writer? Nap time needed. No, Christine! Stay, Christine. That is quite cool, isn't it? That is quite cool. That is rather good. Wade isn't a... He's not... I don't think he's a lead writer. He's still in the... He's gone back to the lore, so he is in the lore kind of narrative. Let's grab that. Because that's really cool. That is really cool. Yeah, there's you have to be a little bit of you have to be a little bit sneaky looking for Battlefleet Gothic stuff. I ask, as isn't ADB the head of the department now? What, Arendensky Bowden? I don't know who's head of departments, dude. I don't know whether heads... Yeah. There we go. Okay, so where's the... Should we see how big this is? Whoa! Whoa! Okay, let's get rid of the tiny orcs for a second. Let's get rid of the little orcs for a second. Let's move that one out of the way because that one's still massive, so we've got a bit of a sense of scale. We need to get rid of that one as well. Bye bye. Okay. Okay. Prow. There's the prow. Engine. There's the engine. And then I'll just put one wing on. There's the right wing. Okay. Oh my god. Tari, this is a genius idea. Tari, this is a genius idea. Oh, good god. It's a good job Tari's here, isn't it, to do cool shit like this with. We are very lucky to have Atari too. Hey Sol, how you doing, legend? That is insane. That is insane and I love it. So does that go there? Does that go there? No, where does that go? That goes... there.
Of course we are lucky to have Her Imperial Majesty Tari II, Captain Obvious.
We are very lucky to have Empress Tari II. That's insane. Tari, that's so cool. How big is my plate? Fucking big. Do you want to know how big this is? Okay, so if I do scale over here, it's going to show you over here. So we're looking at the green number for the length of this one. So we are at oh my god. So this is 8 centimeters long. So that's 8 centimeters long. This is 111 centimeters long. So we're at we're at 190 mil, and that is 73 millimeters long. So, oh my god, that's a foot long. That's insane. I'm printing that. That's amazing. Right, I've got. Let's find some. Let's find some weapons. Lancers. Lancers sound cool. Let's put some lancers in there. Let's do batteries, and let's do some. Oh, let's just put all of them on. So that's all the weapon systems. So let's just move the weapon systems over here, and then we'll rotate these again. Give me a second. Dink, 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 dink. Dink. Okay, so this is. So that's weapon batteries. That's bombards. I don't know what that one is, and then that one's the launch bays. So let's have launch bays at the back. And let's put weapon systems at the front. That's so cool. That is showing a fairly exhaustive list, I think. Is this ship even in that? I don't even know whether I don't even know whether this ship even got released. That's really helpful though. Thank you very, very much. Cheers, Avian. Has that got sizes? It hasn't got sizes. Yeah, that's really cool. Chaos. Yeah, I think the largest Chaos one was the Planet Killer, wasn't it? And then they had the Despoiler. Oh, there it is. Is it the Repulsive? Not quite. It's close, but it's not quite the Repulsive. Is it the Desolator? It's close to the Desolator as well. So anyway, it is pretty fucking big. Yeah, Planet Killer was the largest. Planet Killer was huge. That's a really helpful list though. Thank you very, very, very much. Yeah, that's really, really useful. Thank you, Avian. So basically, because quite simply, because Battlefleet Gothic is no longer supported by Games Workshop, the community have just gone, oh, let's just pretty much the same with Mordheim. So the community have just gone, let's just write our own shit. So and also sculpt our own shit as well. So somebody has sculpted that. That's epic. Mechanicus, they did do Mechanicus, yeah. So Games Workshop released some Mechanicus stuff. Games Workshop released Space Marines, which I thought was weird because there was already Imperial. Why the Space Marine ships look different to the Imperial ships, I'm not quite sure. It was almost so that they could do like little low orbit missions, because they did do some low orbit rules in some White Dwarfs. But like, it's quite easy to take aesthetics from all the Games Workshop ones and then sculpt, as you can see from this one, cool shit. So I kind of just want to go around and find all the cool shit and print it. Like, I 100% need to print that. That's amazing. What other things are in here? What's the Proud Conqueror? Oh, hang on, hang on, hang on. Oh, hang on. Hang on, everybody. Hang on. Rotate. Right, let's get this to the right level. There we go. And then that one needs to come down. 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 That one come down. Oh my god. This is proper exciting. Okay. Go away. Come here. Oh, that's the one that we've already got. Okay. Let's get rid of that one. Come here. Oh, he's got a World Eater on the front! That's quite cool. There's the Eagle one. So that's the classic. That's the classic Imperial looking shit. This is cool. At one point the flagships were battle barges, but I don't know when they made flagship Glorianas. So is there a, there's not a Gloriana. So this is like a, it's like a smaller Apocalypse. It's like a slightly smaller Apocalypse class because of the weapon batteries, because you have a fixed weapon battery at the front. So it's got three lots of weapon batteries. It's got the 3 lots of weapon batteries. Yeah, it is fucking cool either way. Alright, let's move that one out of the way. Gloriana class are the biggest ones if I remember right. Did they ever come out in Battlefleet Gothic? Did they ever write rules for them in Battlefleet Gothic? And it is a Gloriana because that's the one I downloaded from Cults. And then wow. Jesus, that's enormous. I don't know about you guys, but I really that's my favourite. That's my favourite look. That just looks epic. Oh look, it's got Imperial Eagles on the front as well. It's got Imperial Eagles on the front, and then the torpedoes. So this was kind of never written into the lore as this was never written into the lore as a Gloriana when Battlefleet Gothic came out. It came later. Is that what I'm kind of gathering? Classic Grand Cruiser look. Yes. So this is somebody who's sculpted. Somebody who's sculpted it. Move those over this side so that we can see that again. Yeah, that's really cool. Tari 2, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Tari 2. Yeah, so they hadn't been written into the lore when Battlefleet Gothic was... Yeah, that kind of makes sense. But like so Battlefleet Gothic had the Emperor, the Retribution and the Apocalypse, which are all 3 weapon batteries long. So this is probably a little bit longer. It's a little bit longer than like the largest Battlefleet Gothic one that came out. But that's really, really cool. Wow. Okay, so I'm doing Imperial next then, right? Orcs next. What, you want me to do this? You want me to print that little thing? Look at the side of that! Wow. Find an attack moon. Do you want me to search for an attack moon then? There isn't one. No, there's not one. Who makes an orc fleet without an attack moon? I don't know. I'll have to convert one, won't I? Wow. That's absolutely ludicrous. Absolutely ludicrously cool. Ludicrously cool. Right. Right. After all of that,
OMG, yes, do a Space Hulk for an Orc Battlefleet tongue.
do a Space Hulk. Do a Space Hulk. Because they were just like massive rocks, weren't they? They were rocks that they put engines on. They strapped engines to rocks, didn't they? So you just get like a bit of polystyrene and kind of melt it all around and then stick engines in the back of it. Yeah, I think there was. It might not have been in White Dwarf. It might have been in the Citadel Journal, but there was definitely one out there. It might have been in White Dwarf. I think it was in either. What was the Battlefleet Gothic magazine called? So the next thing I just want to ask you as well. I want to ask you all this. How should I do the flight stands? Yeah, like a styrofoam ball. They got like a styrofoam ball and melted it and then just stuck stuff on it, didn't they? Citadel Journal was the general fan mag. Fanatic was the black or maybe galaxy. What, the flight stands? So not clear. Because I was wondering about this, because if I do them clear, I have to really try hard. Because you've got to get really nice acrylic rod, and then you've got to you've got to you've got to turn it down so it fits into a hole that you've drilled in it, and things like that. So if you do it clear, you have to be really careful. Same with I was wondering if I could use flight stands, so I cut the tips off the flight stands and then drilled holes in them and put little clear pegs in to make them a little bit more resilient. Where is the... Like that, look. So I drilled into the flight stands and put a little peg in. So the peg was... so the peg is a little more... a little more flexible kind of thing. But I don't know whether clear stands... I don't know whether clear stands are worth the effort over just doing black ones. Because if you do black ones, I can just use brass rod, and I've got shitloads of brass rod, all different sizes and everything. So it's either effort and... because I think the clear ones look the best. Do you guys think the clear ones look the best? Brass rods would be sturdier. I mean, that's still sturdy. It's not going anywhere. But like I say, the clear ones are just effort. Like it takes effort to do. It takes effort to do the clear ones. I don't know whether it's worth it. And then the same obviously with the TIE fighters as well. Like, do I do the TIE fighters clear, or do I do those? Clear thingies are easy to stat now. Well, like I've just said, I've been cutting off the ends of the clear thingies and putting flexible rod in, so they're not going to snap. And this is acrylic rod, so that's not going to snap either. So these aren't the old traditional flight stands, these are flight stands which I'm making, which is why I said that it's, if I go with the clear ones, I can do the clear ones, but it's just more effort, because you have to do a bit of kind of manipulation and stuff. Whereas brass ones, I can just use a brass rod and just stick a brass rod in it. It's dead easy, because then I don't have to worry about keeping them clean or anything, because they're going to get painted, so you can glue them in and then carve them at the top. And whereas the clear ones you've got to be really careful with. So I just wondered what you all thought. You have a lathe. Yes, I do. Well, that was the thing. If I was going to do clear rods, I'd probably turn all these on the lathe. So that's hence the question. Is it worth the effort to do clear rods? Do clear rods look better than black ones for Battlefleet Gothic and X-Wing? Or does it not matter? Not worth the effort. Go for black with something like black 3.0. Yeah, I wonder whether Musu black. I wonder whether Musu black would be quite interesting actually for that, because then I could do the Musu black on the bases as well. That would be quite interesting. Can you get Musu Black on Amazon? You can get Musu Black on Amazon. Fucking hell, how much is it? Jesus Christ. Do I want to ask how much the Black 3.0 is? Which ones? I mean, the Musu's better. Like, there's no, there's no comparison. They have Black 4.0. I know. Like, it's just marketing, the Black 4.0 stuff. The Musu's the best one. It's just whether. Go on then, let me Google Black 3.0. If it's ridiculously much cheaper. No, it's not. Musu's actually cheaper. Musu's cheaper. Okay, cool. That's good, because I'd rather do Musu anyway. You just need one pot of Musu. Yes, yes. Jesus, 32 quid. Well, stick that on my stream wishes list. Just in case my sisters are looking at it for my birthday or something. There we go. Don't even know what came to mind to get 2 instead of 1. Okay, well that's easy then, because if I'm doing Musu Black, that would be quite fun. That would be quite fun. How cool are the bases, by the way? How cool are the bases? Really funky. Just fingers crossed Elegoo reply. And then they're the little ones as well. So they're the little diddy ones for smaller things. For the smaller ships. Okay, right, let's do this. So we need speed metal. I've got a Saturn. Oh yeah, I will do. Yeah. I want the. I definitely want the largest best one. Also, because then I can do a video about. I've had a Saturn for 4 years. Is this better? Right. They better answer. Because I do a lot of 3D printing. Yeah, definitely. A Sega Saturn, yeah, exactly. I had a Sega Saturn. I went Mega Drive, Saturn, PlayStation. Well, actually, technically, I went Atari, Mega Drive, Saturn, PlayStation. I really should plug in my What? Oh, there we go, that's better. Okay. So, I'm getting a new one of these tomorrow, which is good, because now I want to shouting my name on stream. Shouting your name on stream? Did I shout did I shout Tari on stream? Tari. I said PlayStation. What? So I had Atari. Yeah, I had Atari. I had the Atari games console, then the Atari desktop computer, and then I had a Mega Drive, and then I had a Saturn. Was there a Mega Drive 2? Was there a Mega Drive 2, or was it a Mega CD? I think there was a Mega Drive 2. I might have had the Mega Drive 2. So Atari, Mega Drive, maybe. Saturn.
And don't forget you get Atari on stream.
I do get Atari on stream. That's why it's so cool. That's why this stream is so cool. Okay. You had a Sega Master System when I was little, the SNES, then the N64, PlayStation, PS2. When I was born, there was some Ataris in the house. Nice. Yeah, see, I never went to Nintendo. I was Sega. Don't know why I never went to Nintendo. It was something about the marketing or the branding or something. Lurk? No. Nice idea with the Musu black purples. Rich painted a little bit with Musu black. He did a Imperial Fist Dreadnought shoulder pad with Musu black, but then found out that he couldn't highlight it. He was trying to highlight it for ages, but the Musu black just absorbed any highlight, so he had to repaint it, sadly. But I've been wanting some Musu black for a while. So that I could do like the faces of the Nazgul, the faces of the Nazgul in Musu black, because I thought that would be quite cool. I thought I knew where I left my PS1. Oh no, I sold my PS1. I sold my PS1 when I got my PS2, and I sold my PS2 when I got my PS3. Guess what I did with my PS3 when I got my PS4? I should put that Musu Black on the throne list, shouldn't I? That's what I should do. Let's do that. Hang on. Where's the... There it is. Hang on. Copy. Add wish. Ding ding ding. Paste. There we go. Allow crowdfunding. There we go. Okay, exclamation mark throne. That link has just come up in chat. I've dropped the Musu Black in the throne list. If you do want to kind of help out and contribute, then feel free. Thank you very much if you do. Just had a thought by looking into the Closet of Infinite Potential. What if that gun is part of a new Gorkanaut, Morkanaut, or some other walker? I think it's too small for a Gorkanaut, Morkanaut. It could definitely, possibly be part of a killer can, maybe, but I think that's probably as kind of a larger model. Am I on stream? There we go. It's probably as large as it goes. But yes, that would be cool. Sisanix! How you doing, Sisanix? How are you? Have you logged on Pantheon recently? Because Nightfall Crypt is quite fun. Right, come on, let's focus. Focus, Chris. Okay, I think I have not logged on. Anything new, bad and good? How are you? I'm very well, thank you, yeah. Yeah, there's the Nightfall Crypt, which is a dungeon which they've added to Silent Plains, which is rather good. Yeah, that's good. They've gone a little bit overboard with it. I think it's a lot larger than they expected when they first started it, from what I hear. But it's actually quite good. Very good fun. It's got some cool mechanics. It looks great. Oh, and the new summoner as well. I don't know whether you play a summoner, Sysnix, but there's a new summoner patch, which is okay. It's a bit buggy, but it's okay. I've not seen anything of the new stuff really. I am so far behind, so much behind level and everything, so I kind of gave up. So the Nightfall Crypt is level 28-ish. I think you're level 16. I can't remember. Oh no! I've got some classes around level 16. I've got lots of classes around level 16 actually, because level 15 you started getting things. So I have a wizard that's level 15, which is literally one kill into level 15. Because fuck wizards, they're boring as hell. I've got a druid who's level 16. I've got a shaman who's level 16. I've got a monk who's level 16. And I've got a cleric who's level 13. And a summoner who's level 10. Because they're dull. The problem with these pale metallic paints is you really struggle to get sharp marks with them. They're good for kind of blending a highlight in, but you can't get a nice sharp mark. I might have to try it straight out of the pot. See how heavy a mark I can get with that. It's almost as if the medium can't support the metallic flakes, so the flakes sink to the bottom, so whenever you go and get it from the wet palette, it's just all medium rather than metallic. Which is good for glazing. Glazing metallics is an interesting thing in of itself. It's almost like that static grass when you're trying to make all the static grass kind of spike up and turn up and stand up on end when you're glazing metallic paints. You're trying to get like the metallic fleck to be facing in the same direction. Because there's so little metallic particles, if you like, on your brush. Which Elegoo printer were you looking at? Hang on. These ones. Like the Saturn IV Ultra. The Jupiter would probably be a bit big, but like if they would send me a Jupiter, that would be cool. But that ultimately, one of these two. You're looking at the Mars 5? Nice. They are really good. I started with the Mars I started with the Mars 2 Pro, and then I got a Mars, and then I bought a Mars Pro as well for a second printer, and then I sold them both to get a Saturn, which is excellent. Absolutely excellent. And I've had that for 4 years now, so I've been printing and doing all the stuff that you see on here for 4 years or so. All this stuff. When I challenged you all to see a print line. Yo, it's a Tomb King Tristan, Tomb King Tristan. How you doing, Tristan of the Tomb Kings? Yeah, it's a late night. I've had a really busy day, so I was trying to get everything done so that I could stream this evening at least, which we have managed to do. Just getting my little guy ready for bedtime. He's having a snap before sleep times. Amazing. Super cool, dude. Super cool. Have you got any projects on the go? Are you still doing that? You still doing your bird? Yeah, I think I need to. I think I need to have two. Two bits of this metallic on the wet palette. One that's slightly watered down, but you have to keep mixing it to kind of keep the metallic flecks within the medium so that they don't sink, because I don't think the medium seems to be strong enough to hold the metallic particles up quite as much as you expect it to. And then I need another one which is just pure metallic paint, not watered down at all. Also wonder whether you could water it down with some medium rather than water. Might be the only occasion when I consider watering something down with medium. Since I have 2 of the 3 campaign books, should I get the 3rd and tell you it's not worth it, Chris? I don't know, dude. I'm probably not going to get the 3rd one. I got the 1st one because it's got Raven Guard in it. So, of course, I got the 1st one. I didn't get the 2nd one. And I probably won't get the 3rd one. So, you are more than welcome to get that 3rd one and let me know what it's like. Might have to make some new sneaky skeletons. I like that kit. I think that kit looks amazing, but I want them for my Dark Elves. First one was Ultramarines. No, the first one was the... Oh, hang on, which campaign book are we talking about? I thought you were talking about the Horus Heresy one. Yeah, so the 40k ones, the first one was 500 worlds, and the second one was the Huron Blackheart one with a custom character creation, which is still cool. I was just cross that the Drakari thing was ruined. But the Horus Heresy one, the first one was a drop site massacre, the second one was Admech, and the third one is the one with the massive tank hunter stuff. I don't care about the 40k campaign books, dude. You can do whatever you like. So yes, definitely get the third one. I wish I hadn't got the second one now. Yeah, Cookie, the avian stuff, the Elegoo printers, I've been super impressed with since I've had the little Mars. The Saturn, now I've kind of dialed in. It's taken me a while to like really fine tune and dial in my settings. But the Elegoo one is so good. And I dial in my settings so that I can get print quality like that, because I print them really slowly. I print all my stuff really slowly so I can get the best print quality, because I don't like painting shit print quality 3D prints. It's a horrible experience unless you slap shop and don't give a shit about what your models end up looking like. And I'm not saying that slap chop is so that you don't care what your models look like. I'm saying that if you slap chop like really badly printed 3D prints or poor quality 3D prints, then arguably you're not really bothered about what your models look like. Because I like painting good quality 3D prints, so it's taken me a few years to really kind of slowly dial it all in and everything. But they're very good at just like, here's some settings that will work, off you go, and then you'll get a print. Trying to get the splat books in order in my head now. Horus Heresy is Fan Drop Site, then the Saturnine. Oh, there was the Saturnine in the middle, yes. Then Mechanicus, and now the big book, yes. Yes, there was the Saturnine stuff in the middle, wasn't there? Yes. Sorry, I missed the Saturnine stuff. I thought it was this Fan Mechanicus, Big Tonks. Are you going to get the Horus Heresy book, Avian? Is that a silly question? I spoke about that. I think it was last stream, Avian, because I was talking about the Cataphracti. So the Cataphracti Terminators came out, and they had, in the article that was on Warhammer Community, they had a picture of the Saturnine Terminators with lightning claws painted as Thousand Suns, and I think they even had Thousand Suns heads on. And I can't for the life of me find that picture now, because I need some new Cataphracti with lightning claws for my deliverers. So I was waiting for that next kit to come out, so I could do my deliverers, as in the Deliverer Terminators, because I'm obviously doing a Deliverer Land Raider, a Deliverer Dreadnought, a Deliverer, maybe even a Deliverer character after the conversation we had on stream the other day. And I can't. That picture's they've just pulled the picture. The picture's vanished. I don't know where it is. It's like they had like Saturnine Assault Terminators or something, or Saturnine Combat Terminators. Do I have any of the old Cataphracti? Yes, I do. I've got 10 from the original Age of Darkness box. Yeah, I'm still waiting for that, and I don't know where that picture's gone. I can't find it anywhere on the internet. Can't seem to, and I don't really know what to search for to find it. But I'm sure there was another Saturnine picture that came out that was in the article. Did they have lightning claws for kit bashing? Or do they look too different? Who have lightning claws for kit bashing? The old Cataphracti, yes, the old Cataphracti have got lightning claws. They've not got many, and there's not many right-hand ones. There's lots of left-hand lightning claws. There's not many right-hand ones. I've no idea what the scale is like, because I haven't got the new ones yet, because I've been waiting for that box. And I like the new ones, unlike everybody who seemed to moan that the new ones look shit. I really like the new ones. I think they look better than the old ones, so I've got no interest in doing the old ones. I was just waiting for that box to come out, which just seems to have vanished off the face of Warhammer Community. Yeah, that's not good. Neither matching. Yeah, you get like one. You get one or two. I think you get two. You get two left-hand lightning claws in the right-hand lightning claws in the box, in the old box, and 5 right-hand ones. Well, 10 right-hand ones. So you can see my dilemma. So do you remember that article as well, Avian, or am I literally just losing my mind? Losing my mind, losing my soul. Probably just some logistics. Yeah, but where's the picture? Find the picture! Like, I don't even know where the picture's gone. The picture has vanished from the article. All the Saturnine articles, the picture's not there anymore. Like, I want to know where the picture's gone. Even all the, I even went onto all the stupid websites that we don't talk about to see if they did an article about the new Cataphracti that came out. I know they showed a whole bunch of characters though. Okay, so you can't help either. Fine. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I don't know where it went. Do I need to? Here's a question for you all. Do I need to do a Project Battlefleet Gothic logo like Ed does with his Project Man of War? Do I need to do a Project Battlefleet Gothic logo? Sure. Okay. Knock yourself out. Yeah, sure, do it. Sure. Sure, go for it. This paint is this silver is quite good, isn't it? How far back was it? What month? We were looking on Warcom last stream or a couple of streams ago, and it was before the New Year's Day reveal. So I think it was around Nova, which was November. So we went through all the articles on the Warcom website and there was nothing. So I don't know. I don't know where the picture went, but there was definitely a picture of Cataphracti, like melee based Cataphracti, and I thought it was Thousand Suns because I thought I remembered a Thousand Suns head on the Cataphracti Terminators, but who knows anymore? Looking shiny, looking shiny. There's too much detail. There's too much detail on this guy to do interesting non-metallic. To do interesting true metallic. Just did a Wayback Machine. Yeah, I don't know where that image in my head came from. let's do pure metallic to try to get some more opaque marks. Don't think we're going to get them. I think this paint is just too full of medium. I think they needed so much medium to float the metallic flecks because they're so pale that you just don't get a mark. You just got to build it up so much. So you can't do scratches unless you do the mark with this and then darken it with a line. So you can maybe do a mark with that, like that, and then darken the top side, cut into it with black. That might work. Because you can't get a fine enough line. Yeah, I'll just have to be really patient. I mean, I've got to be really patient with the Raven God anyway, because once I've finished the Mordethin and then maybe do the Dark Fury conversions, I've got to wait anyway for the Mark IV, the new Mark IV kit. Whenever the new Mark IV kit comes out anyway for my reconnaissance squads. So that's fine, I'll just have to be patient. Maybe I just need to use Mod Layer Chrome, but I like the colour of this one. I like the tone of this one. It hasn't got that cold tone about it, it's really neutral. I need to find his sword, because I want to do his sword true metallic as well. And do a true metallic. Like really high level, really nice high level look to it. Yeah, the cast of this, the mould and the cast and the detail and everything is just a bit too... Doesn't look bad. What's the Wayback Machine then? Is that something that just looks at old versions of websites or something? Is it like an archive? Because I know there's one that I use to look at. You know, when newspaper magazines, newspaper websites have the subscribe to read the rest of this article. There's a website I go to there that pulls up the whole article. Takes snapshots of red. Interesting. Got a 404 for the snapshot made on November the 18th. Oh. Yeah, that picture. I wish I'd kind of saved the picture because the picture was cool. They were cool. They were cool-looking Terminators. They were really cool-looking Cataphracti. Why is it called a splat book? The Glaive did have the campaign book at the bottom. Yeah, the Glaive article. Yeah, why is it called a splat book? What's a splat book? Is that a tourist thing for Warhammer that I don't know about, or is it just what the book's called? Oh my god, he doesn't know why it's called a splat book. Splatbook is a non-core supplement sourcebook for a role-playing game that focuses on a specific character class, race, faction or theme. Oh. Never heard of that phrase before. So it's an RPG thing. So like D&D would have a splatbook for, I don't know, Warlock Spellblade or something. It's a wizard spellblade, isn't it? Not a warlock. What's the warlock one? What's the warlock with the... Anyway, doesn't matter. Supplementary materials. Interesting. How the Night Lord's going? Still kind of theory crafting and coming up with ideas. I had another idea. What was the idea I came? What was the thing that I was thinking the other day? Oh yes, this was it. I might have asked you this last week actually. Did Mechanicum fight with the Night Lords? Is there any examples of that in the lore? And if they did, was there any particular? Oh shit! What's the Admech Mechanicus Legion thing called? Is there any particular colour scheme that fought with alongside Night Lords? Because I've got the Mechanicum box and those kind of really cool robots would look quite funky. And then there was something else I was thinking about as well. I was going through characters in my head. Oh shit, what was it? I should have written it down in my notebook. I've got a notebook now because I've got so many kind of ideas and things going on. I've got a notebook, so if I come up with an idea I'll scribble it down. So I think it was Target who said that the Mechanicum had a good relationship with the Night Lords. So hopefully there were some situations, because you know how I want to do the Solar Auxilia, the Therian cohorts, the Solar Auxilia for the Raven Guard. Well, I thought rather than doing a Solar Auxilia for the Night Lords, I could do an Admech, because then I can make use of that Admech box that I've got as well. I gave away the tank in it because I didn't really want the tank. I'm not a big fan of how that tank looks, so that's fine, because the Night Lords can have their own Imperial tanks. I just wanted the infantry and the robots to go with them. I thought that would be quite funky. So yeah, Target. I think it was Target who said that they got on. At least they got on with the Night Lords, or had a good relationship with the Night Lords. So hopefully there's a faction, legion, planet, whatever it's called, of the Mechanicum that worked with them. The Thramus Crusade. Not to be confused with the Samus Crusade. Thamos. I am Thamos. It's not. There's so much detail. You can't do kind of nice transitions. Like I want to do a highlight, a dark spot, and then a highlight down here, but there's just so much fucking detail and interruptions. I need to glue. I want to glue his. I want to glue his sword on. I need to find his sword tonight so I can glue his sword on. Who's that? Ah, Nuan! Thank you, Yuan. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the crypt. We're trying to do a true metallic lion, but he's quite challenging because it's so much detail, but it's so much shit cast detail. Not very well cast, or at least the detail doesn't come out very well from said cast. We'll start off with the Legion Previan, so you can bring the Castellax or Vorax. Vorax I think would look cool, not sure how good they are. Perhaps Thalax, time to go book diving again. So it's just whatever the box had. I do want to add, hang on, I do want to add, because the box didn't have, the Ursarax cohort, but they did have Thalax, and they did have the Castellax, and they did have Tekthrals, and I would add a Thanatar, because the Thanatar is a badass, so I would put a Thanatar in. So it's the box, it's the old box, an Ursarax cohort, and then maybe the Skitarii Battle Pilgrim Corpus are really cool, so I do like those, and they are very, very Night Lordsy, so they would suit. But at that point, that's quite a heavy allied contingent. I might have to, heaven forbid, do an oil wash over this. Try and get some contrast on the this I might have to use chrome as well. It's a shame because this is a lovely colour. I just can't get an opaque mark out of it. It glazes really well. Well, not really glazes, it kind of blends really well. It's not really glazing. Where's my chrome? There's my chrome. Let's see if chrome is too much of a different colour. See, it's too, that's not, I don't think chrome's going to work. Chrome's really good because it's you get a really opaque mark with chrome. But I don't know whether it's going to work with this paint. Or maybe it does. Am I on? Yeah, I am on stream. So maybe I'll have to use this paint with the chrome for a... Is it a top highlight? It's like the metallic flecking Model Air Chrome is so good. I don't know how they figured out the medium for floating it. Yeah, so maybe it's that then. Maybe I put the highlights on with the kind of the sharp highlights on with chrome, and then transition it with the speed metal, because that's a really nice. That's really nice to paint with, but you just can't get a mark. Okay, well that's good to know anyway. The reason for pointing to the Praevian, because some robots were seconded to the legions for an extended period of time and were considered brothers by some old law, so they would get their own special paint team. Ah. So if they were seconded over there, then what was their paint scheme anyway? If they were seconded over there, I could almost use whatever their paint scheme was, and then just drape them in skin, kind of thing. Drape them in Night Lordsy stuff. Yeah, that's how you do it, isn't it? You do the transitions with that speed metal. And then you do the... Yes! There we go! That's where you get the contrast from. Excellent. And then you do the marks. I bet you could do scratches with this now then. Yeah. Okay. If you wanted to paint a small unit, go ham on the Castellax and paint them in midnight clad. So what's their colour scheme anyway? The Praevian. Because if it's close or it goes with the Night Lords, I'll keep it at that and then cover them in stuff. But if it's yellow or something, then no. I'll have to come up with something. But then at that point, they don't look like Praevian, so I may as well do something else. Because again, it's that, oh well, they're actually Praevian, but then I painted them a different colour because they got seconded to Night Lords, and therefore the Night Lords painted them a different colour, blah 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 blah. Oh, fab, thank you. Praevian is a title for a Legion Consul. They are like Tech Marines, but you paint them as Night Lords. What? I'm lost. Is that in response to one of my questions which I've forgotten? Okay, I need to do this true metallic on a nice model. But at least it's at least it's the concept sorted out. Could I do all my Dark Angels like this? Could I do all my Dark Angels metallic? There's a question. There's a question. With coloured shoulder pads. There's a question. Were there any metallic Dark Angels? Because then they'd look like knights. Like I wanted to paint this guy metallic, like really dark metallic, so he'd look like a Knight Crusader, which he does. Right, so Praevians are the keeper of the Legion's bound automata, also known as an HQ. They are a Legionnaire. You were asking about their paint scheme. They're a Legionnaire. Okay, so right, hang on. I thought I'm misunderstanding now. I thought Praevians were like the Mechanicus Legion, if you like. I didn't realise that they were a character. Okay, so a Praevian is an HQ choice, right? Gotcha. Sorry, I've been asking you questions, assuming that Praevian was the oh shit. What's the AdMech? What's the AdMech name for their version of a legion? Dominus. Oh no. Tech Priest or Dominus. No, so the Night Lords are a legion. What's the if legions are to Space Marines, Mechanicus have Forge Worlds. There we go. Forge Worlds. What's Forge World? See, I thought when you said Praevian, I thought you meant Praevians was the name of the Mechanicus Forge World that might have allied with Night Lords. I didn't realise that a Praevian was an HQ choice. Gotcha. That's where the confusion has come from. Right, okay. Yeah. So a Praevian, so if I put a Praevian into the Night Lords army, then they can ally and they can have some Castellax and stuff with them. Gotcha. Yeah. You can take a Castellax with him instead of... Okay, gotcha. I got you now. I got you. I caught up. Yeah, sorry, that was completely my misunderstanding. I thought Praevian was the Forge World that you thought might have allied with the Night Lords. That's better now. I've got that modular chrome involved. That's what I need to. Yes, so yes. I realise that now. I was running down a different tangent. It's fine. So yet again then, it's just model airchrome. But then I suppose we couldn't have done that, we couldn't have done those transitions without the speed metal. Had that light on for too long. Okay. It is 11 o'clock, so we're going to finish in a little sec. I'm getting quite tired. A bit of reflection off there onto the bottom of that. You had the Triplex Fal and Triplex Galatia who went to the War Master. Ooh. What are those colour schemes like? I'll Google those in a second. Give me a sec. So that's cool. Triplex Galatia sounds cool. Okay, let's have a quick look for, what was it? Triplex Galatia. Triplex Galatia. That's Triplex Fal. See, that's quite funny if they were destroyed by the Dark Angels. So nothing about the colour scheme there, but Triple X Foul have that picture. Which is just rusty browns. Rusty browns with yellow and black hazard stripe Mechanicus cogs. I could probably go with that. I could probably do that. I could see that. So the yellow Mechanicus cogs trim. Is that from the web page? That's from wiki thing. Oh, okay, so it's Book 9 Crusade, Book 4 Conquest, Imperial Armour Volume 1. Cool. Okay. Right. So with that, I think he's looking kind of cool. Oh, yeah, Avian, just while you were doing that, sorry, I was thinking about something else. He looks really cool. Could I do Dark Angels in metallic? Could I do them dark metallic like this with coloured shoulder pads? Or coloured legs or something? Because he looks really cool. Why not? Because it has to be supported by some kind of historical future lore. Were there occasions when Dark Angels were dark armoured? Because then they would look like Crusader Knights like that, and it would be epic, and I'd like that. I'd like that a lot. Have you looked up the Angels of Descent and the other Angel book? The novels, no. The covers, they were looking metallic. Ooh. Angels of Descent cover. That's green. What was the other one? Definitely something to play with. If I did the metallic, what armour plates would you add colour to? Because you could... That would be so quick to paint as well, it'd be really nice. And then you could just add trim and battle damage. So you do the shoulder pads. The shoulder pads, what colour would you do the shoulder pads? you'd either do them red or black, and if you did them black, you'd give them red Dark Angel logos. And if you did them white, you'd probably give them... if you give them red, you'd probably give them white Legion symbol. And you could probably do their legs black. If you did the torso, silver, and then did the arms and legs black, that might be quite cool. Shoulder pads are kind of based on the wing they're in. Yeah, that's true. So do you do the arms and legs black then? I might have to do that. I might have to airbrush, because I think that looks great. I think he looks really good. Hey, in the filter and lifter, how you doing? So how I've painted that, we've got the cream, we've got green, we've got red. We haven't got any black. So yeah, I think, you know what? I think I do that really dark metallic. I might see if I can do that with the airbrush on a Mark III Marine. I might see if I can do that on a Mark III Marine. But I really like the legs. The legs are the bit that oh yeah, I really like. Yeah. I really like the whole thing metallic. Fuck. And then just do shoulder pads in colours. And then you get the chrome, what do we call it, loincloth. Oh, have you found a picture? Yeah, see, that's black though, isn't it? I suppose you could vaguely argue that it's metallic-ish. Okay, so knee pads, shoulder pads, knee pads, shoulder pads, gauntlets black, everything else metallic black. I think that could work. I'm going to do one. I'm going to do one later. Studio, you're not allowed to raid. I'm just about to finish. Studio! Studio! We're trying to do some... What is that? What is that emoji? What are you doing? How are you doing, Studio? You okay? Yeah, we've been painting the best Dark Angel dude. Trying to do some true metallic. It's really tricky because the cast is not very good, so you get really weird marks. But yeah, he's not bad. How are you doing, Sophist? How are you doing, Depp? Is that everybody? Yeah. How are you doing, Deadeye? Is everybody well? How was your stream? We're your problem now. How you doing, Wolf? Wolfie. Sadly, these are not wolves. These are Dark Angels. But he does actually look quite cool. He does look quite cool. So I was doing this. I don't know how many of you know about Horus Heresy and our like Horus Heresy lore geeks and nerds. I was talking about because I wanted to do this guy metallic because I like Crusader Knights. Crusader Knights are awesome and they're badass. So I was doing this, and then I thought he looks so good. I wonder whether I could do metallic Dark Angels, just like really dark metallic Dark Angels. I think it would look really cool. So I'm now contemplating it. Stream was good, thank Eldar Ducks. What you mean, like? And and Battlefleet Gothic, baby! Sorry. No, I mean actual ducks. Quack quack. Zoomy ducks. If it's not 40k and not Eldar, J7 is not bothered. Oh, okay then. Well, fine. I'll just have to show off my. I'll just have to show my Prince Uriel repose then. Ha! Or how about my Karseth repose? Ha! The Battlefleet Gothic stuff was awesome. Yeah, we're doing Project Battlefleet Gothic this year, so I'm slowly 3D printing and supporting everything. Sexy boy. If anybody wants to know how I did these, they are on my Patreon. Both the conversions and the paint jobs. You're not special. I don't get fancy advanced stuff. Aww. Not even Eldar fancy advanced stuff. Yu-Gi-Oh! Dual Disc. Karseth's awesome though. Look how cool he is. Look how cool he is. Galaxy eyes and everything. You and Crystal are special. Games I hate you. We're not that special. Peachy actually got me on the content creators scheme about 5 years ago now. It was ages ago. He basically went, hang on a minute, Chris isn't on the scheme, get him on the scheme. So that's how that went. So I'm on the content creator scheme because of Peachy many years ago. And now it's all changed. And they're not really adding anybody else. But yeah, we're doing Battlefleet Gothic, and I started with Eldar because this is the one fleet that I never picked up when the original Battlefleet Gothic came out. I obviously had Imperial and Chaos, and I had lots of Necrons, and I painted, as everybody in Twitch chat will tell you now, I painted the Tau ships for the Battlefleet Gothic catalogue that we did in 2002, something like that. So I had those, but I had to paint those for a catalogue. It wasn't out of choice. So I had some Tau as well, and then I had a lot of Necrons, which I threw in the bin a few years ago. So I never got the Eldar, so I'm doing the Eldar. Right, there we go. I think that's not bad. I think he's all right. I think he's all right. It's definitely helped with the chrome. The Model Air chrome has definitely helped. I don't know whether there's another. Is there another kind of pale? I'm sure there's another pale. Yeah, there we go. That one. Oh, it's White Alchemy. That one's even worse. You see. I don't think the medium for these really help the paints. We'll try. Well, we won't try now because we're about to finish streaming, but we'll try at some point. Right, there we go, everybody. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Thank you very much to the studio for the stream raid. And I'll be on tomorrow. I'm going to be on tomorrow. I'm going to be on early tomorrow because I was on late tonight. Sorry about that. I was very busy today. So I'll be on early tomorrow. Also because there's football tomorrow night as well. So I need to not be streaming when that's on because I'll be distracted on the stream. And yeah, absolutely brilliant. So now I have to go and find somebody to raid all of Studio's people with. Oh, that's easy. Electric Eve's on. There we go. Let's go and say hello to Electric Eve. Right. Thank you very much, everybody. I'm going to find his sword. I'll find his sword tonight, and I'll glue that on. And I might just very quickly airbrush a Dark Angel metallic to see what it looks like. if I can spell Electric Eve. There we go. So that sounds like a good idea. And then who knows? At some point we might even paint Lucius. Doubtful, but we might at some point. Right, thanks very much everybody. Have an amazing evening. Take care. Be fantastic to everybody. Be fantastic to yourself. Give yourself some time to chill and relax. And remember, you are not the lion, so you don't need to go and whack people over the head in anger. Bye.